Is it mainly older people, or are you finding now that this is even in our younger generation? And should we be prepared more than what we are?
Absolutely, we should be prepared more. I'm seeing a lot of parents burying their children. In fact, the before I came to visit with you, the 4 cases sitting on my desk are all parents burying their children,
That's
either from
heartbreaking.
homicide or from, alleged overdoses or if using prescription medication according to the prescription, but, they
Yeah.
still pass away. Um, I'm seeing more and more parents burying more of their children. Um, and there are, obviously still the elderly and those particular cases, but I can't say that it's an equal balance in
No,
our
not now.
cases. We take all kinds at that, and the ones where the parents are worried about their kids, that those are hard. Those are hard.
I was going to say, how do you how do you deal and cope with that personally yourself as a family oriented woman and mother, and how do you
You
cope with that
just
when someone who's lost their daughter or their son through a tragedy or even an illness, and they have got no finance, they don't know where they're turning, they may have a lapse policy. And let me ask you this: if they have a lapse policy, can you still help them?
Not much, not
No.
much.
So
It
they
it
need to keep
depends
up
if
their
it's
policies.
oh, yes. Sometimes we'll look at a lapse policy if, like, it's been less than 30 days. And that I mean,
Okay.
those are hard, those are super hard,
Wow.
but we'll fight those sometimes. But, you know, I get emails all the time where people are saying, "It was supposed to come out of my checking account, and I don't know why they didn't take it out of my checking account, and now they say it's lapsed, and oh my gosh, how did this happen? Is there anything you can do?" And at that point, it's too far gone.
Wow.
And then another thing that happens a lot, and this is really important. Sometimes, someone will miss a payment for whatever reason, and they'll catch that they missed their payment, and they'll call the life insurance company and they'll say, "Gosh, wait, this happened. Can you please, re-pull this funds out of my account? Can you reinstate my policy? Can we do what we need to do?" And the insurance company will quite often say, "Yes." And they'll reinstate that policy and you'll, make your premiums again.
Okay.
But what they don't understand is that the minute they reinstated that policy, that 2-year
I was
contestability
going to
period
ask that.
started
See,
all over. Mhm.
I wondered that. How many people know that? They don't know that.
Nobody
Because if
knows
I
that
was in
because
that
those
case and I
yeah,
lost it, and I phoned up and said, "Oh my God," I would just expect them to start and it would be okay.
reinstated. That's what they hear. Well, no.